Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Y'all, I have made it. I am officially in the third trimester. This video is going to be all about the second trimester and everything that I experienced. So let's get into it. Where do I begin? The second trimester compared to the first trimester was a breeze. The first trimester, I was pretty much sick the whole time, and thankfully, through the second trimester, I have not experienced any morning sickness. Hallelujah! I know there are women that experience that throughout their whole pregnancy, and girl, I feel for you. I cannot even imagine. With that being said, there are quite a few things that are a lot different now than the first trimester. First thing being acid reflux. It's kind of gotten really bad the last few weeks. Oh, it just burns my throat and burns just all of my chest, and it's just such an uncomfortable feeling. I have just been eating those Tums, let me tell you. I did not experience any of that in the first trimester, and I've been starting to get a lot of that this trimester. Next symptom, I don't know if this is a common one, but I have been seeing a lot of like little stars. You know, like when you're laying down and then you sit up really fast and you just kind of start seeing those stars. Well, I have been just seeing that kind of randomly. And when I was with my midwife for an appointment, she told me if I ever saw any like floaters or stars to go ahead and give them a call, because I know that can be due to high blood pressure. So I called my hospital and I was like, hey, I'm starting to see some stars. Just wanted to let you know. My eyes weren't like hurting or anything, and I wasn't having any headaches, nothing really, just seeing stars. And so that's what I told them. She asked me a series of questions and I answered, and she was like, I think it's best if you go ahead and come to the ER here. And I was like, for real? But I know they're just being extra careful, which I really do appreciate that. I called TJ and he took me to the ER. We were there for like, I think 3 or 4 hours, and they couldn't find anything wrong with me. They checked my blood pressure, everything was normal. They took my blood, they were like, I think they were checking my blood sugar, right? Blood sugar, I think. And that was fine. And then they did this test where they would check my blood pressure when I was laying down, when I was sitting up, and then when I was standing up to see if it changed or fluctuated at all, because that could also be due to it. Nothing. Everything was totally normal. And so then they just told me that I should go ahead and see my eye doctor, because it could be a, what is it called? A retinal detachment, which is a pretty serious thing. So I went ahead and I went to the eye doctor. He checked my eyes. Everything was good. I was all clear. He says sometimes it happens with pregnant women. He's seen it before, just with hormone changes and stuff like that. And he just pretty much told me to take it easy on my contacts. So, henceforth, the glasses. Next symptom is acne. During my first trimester, I don't remember if I talked about this in my other video, but I was experiencing some acne on my chin area and then on my forehead. And I did experience that a little bit in my second trimester. It actually hasn't been too bad. Right now my skin is pretty much clear, but I have been experiencing a lot of acne on like my shoulders. Yeah, not cute. I haven't really dealt with that before. When I was in high school, I experienced it a little bit when I was like doing sports and stuff, but nothing like super major, but it's been kind of bad. I almost wonder if it might be hives as well, because it itches really bad too. I did switch up my body wash thinking, well, maybe I'm just having allergic reaction, but still it's kind of like the same. I know that a lot of times in pregnancy that your body does, it's just more sensitive. I've also experienced like a really itchy scalp, and again, a lot of the times pregnant women, you develop like allergic reactions to many products. So, but it hasn't been so severe where I've been just not using products. I've just kind of been sucking it up a little bit. One symptom is feeling her kick Oh my goodness, this little girl is strong. She kicks so hard and it's actually kind of hurts. I'm carrying her really high, like I feel like abnormally high. Sometimes she'll get like super high just like in my ribs and I'm like, okay, push you down a little bit. What are you doing up there? I've noticed she mostly moves when it's kind of later in the night and I'm just like laying down, but it is like the most fun thing to just lay there and just like watch her. She's getting so big because it was at the beginning just like little kicks here and there, but now I'm like seeing her body, like I'm like seeing her like shift and stuff. It is just the craziest thing, but it is still the most amazing thing ever. TJ and I have really been having a lot of fun with that. I noticed that she really likes music. Anytime I'm ever playing like music off my phone or anything, I'll like put it up to my stomach and she starts going crazy. So that's really neat. Next thing I'm going to talk about is weight gain. The total amount that I have gained so far is about 20 pounds. And I think that's pretty average, I think, from all my research. Around this time is 15 to about 30 pounds is around normal. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's hard seeing that scale keep going up. It's like a mental thing because I know that it's just due to the high blood volume in your body and obviously her and the placenta and the extra like think protein in your body, or there's just like a bunch of different things. You can look it up. And so like I know that that's not gonna stay there after she's born, but still you're like, oh my gosh, like it freaks you out a little bit, especially when you're all hormonal. But I'm really trying to just not worry about it, you know. My body's gonna do what it needs to do and I'm just gonna focus on her, and then once I have her, then I can start focusing back on my weight and getting back to where I was before. But I really haven't noticed much of swelling. Maybe my face is probably a little bit chubbier, but not a whole lot. My arms still pretty much look the same. Ankles pretty much look the same. Boobs have gotten bigger. I was a 32C before I got pregnant and now I'm at like a 34C, so, but I do notice they're just more plump. It feels weird talking about this. The last thing I wanted to talk about is anxiety. I have dealt with a lot of anxiety growing up. I used to get really bad panic attacks when I was younger. I think the first time I ever had a full-blown panic attack was when I was 11. And I didn't know exactly what it was at the time, but then as I got older, I started to do more research and I realized what it is, and that's when I really was able to control it and know that it's all in my head and I am okay. It's been a lot better. I haven't really dealt with anxiety much at all throughout my adulthood, but now that I'm pregnant, it's starting to come back to surface. I think it's probably just due to like hormones being all out of whack, and it's just the craziest thing because nothing will be happening. Like I'll just be totally fine, totally chill, and all of a sudden I'll just feel really panicky. It's honestly a terrible feeling. I'm just pretty much basing it probably just on hormones and stuff. But I've been just trying to like keep it easy and just like calm myself down. Like everything's okay, nothing's wrong. But I'm curious if any of you pregnant women out there have experienced any of that before, if you have any ways of coping with it. I know what it is. I know what anxiety feels like. That does help a lot. I'm able to just, you know, take it easy, calm myself down, and just know that that's what it is and that it's okay. But still, if you've never dealt with anxiety, it is literally like the worst thing ever. It's an awful, awful, awful feeling. But on all honesty, I am just so ready to meet this little girl. I just cannot believe that she's gonna be here in like 12 weeks. Hopefully. Hopefully I don't go over 40 weeks. I feel like I have had a pretty mild pregnancy, and I feel so very blessed. I just cry over everything, especially now. Just thinking about her just makes me cry. Or like the other day I was sitting in my car and I was just praying, and you know, I was just praying for the day and just praying for TJ, and I just started praying for her, and then I just started crying. Like, I am just so excited to meet her and just to be her mom, and oh man, it just feels like a dream, you know, and I'm just so ready. I'm so ready for this next chapter. Just 12 more weeks. Just gotta make it 12 more weeks. That's what I keep telling myself. Yes, so that is pretty much the sum of my second trimester, and now I'm in my third trimester. So exciting. I have a lot of videos that I have in mind. I definitely want to do like a nursery tour. We still got a ton we have to do on the nursery, so that probably won't be for a while. But I also wanted to do like a get to know me type of video. So if you guys have any kind of questions, just anything, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I would love to answer whatever you have to ask. I'm an open book. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye guys.